I understand that starting out, you didn't actually know how to ride a horse. That was a little bit of a challenge, I'm sure, getting into this.
I have had like some experience on a horse, but it wasn't like very much. So that was like a new skill that I learned, which was actually really cool because it's another thing that I can do. So
It is amazing because I mean, a lot of people definitely don't know these days how to ride horses. I'm sure more city folk than others. So it's really cool. And I know you kind of bonded with Cash and Socks. I understand were the horses you worked with the most. Did you
yeah.
have any I guess particular way of bonding with them when you first started working with them?
Um, Not really. I guess it just came with time. Like as we were filming, we kind of and like the more scenes that we did was we bonded. We did some lessons in pre-production, but not a lot. We kind of like jumped straight into it. So yeah, I think that just like grew over time. I think coming back for the second time after COVID, well, not after COVID, but like since I left, we definitely got like a lot closer then, I think, because I gained a lot of confidence. And I think once I gained that confidence, we did kind of like more things and better riding. And I think that helped a lot.
The show is such a unique blend of, I mean, it is family oriented, but I love the fact that it really is particularly aimed at kind of that younger audience. And it has a magical feel about it that I haven't really seen in a lot of shows. Uh, what was it like filming, I guess, to start with the first season, kind of getting into the kind of themes that it presents?
It's different to anything that I've ever done before, which is also great because, like with riding, it's a lot more new experiences. But it was really good to do kind of like this mystical kind of cool show, especially with the environment as well as one of the main themes as well, because I feel like it's not really explored that much in TV these days, especially in kids shows as well. And I think it's like important for kids to kind of learn about the environment and literally the little things that they can do to kind of help the environment, which I think is really important. But yeah, it was super cool. There's so much that I've learned on this show, which has been really cool, and like new experiences, which has been good.
The locations are amazing. What's it like getting to play in this playground? Because obviously you spend quite a bit of time really outdoors in the show.
Mm. It's been great. I mean, like it's so different to England, which like I'm from like London, so quite a city. So going out in the bush and like seeing all of the plants and learning about just learning about their environment and how it's different was really cool. And like it's just honestly the polar opposite from where I'm from. So like I've never seen anything like it. It's so beautiful.
It must be a bit of a vacation from, I mean, obviously there's wonderful things about England, but it must be quite a vacation going into the wilder parts of New Zealand, I guess.
Yeah, 100%.
What's the, I guess, what's your favorite part about playing this character? What sticks out for you?
I like Izzy's journey. I like how at the start she wasn't very liked. And she did a lot of things to kind of push like the other kids away and put them off her, I guess. But I liked kind of showing her journey and how finding Blaze really changed her, and how she didn't just help Blaze, but Blaze really helped her, and how she kind of learned to deal with like her dad's death. And I think that was probably like the most interesting thing. And like I loved all of the drama and getting to act that. All of the arguments was like my favorite thing. Izzy's so different to any other character I've played. Like I guess she's so kind of headstrong and rebellious, whereas other characters I've done have been quite innocent. And so yeah, it was definitely really nice to get to play a completely different character.
Well, I like that she kind of walks into something and just kind of takes charge in some cases too.
Yeah.
Well, for me, like seeing it, I have a young daughter, and I imagine also it feels kind of empowering. I would imagine for some kids who will be watching and seeing that she just, she's in unfamiliar circumstances and just jumps in.
Yeah, honestly, Izzy just takes charge. I think that's just in her nature that, like, I think she's not mother-like, but I think she's very, like, she cares for people that she loves, and like she will take charge of a situation if that means it will help someone, or Blaze or something like that. Which also does rub people up the wrong way, as it did with Natasha, because I think Natasha and Izzy are quite similar in that aspect. Like they both want to take charge, and I think that's why they kind of bump heads. But I think Izzy means well by doing it. But yeah, I definitely think that it annoys some people.
What was your favorite episode from the first season? Was there one that stood out that you really enjoyed making?
I honestly think it was either episode 4, which was the beach episode, because that was just amazing. Literally getting to film on a beach was great. And I think the last episode too, because there's so much action, and I feel like after this whole journey, it finally like kind of comes to a close, and everyone is friends and finds peace. And so I really liked kind of like summing up the whole series. And like the horse scenes in episode 13 are so great and so clever. So yeah, I think it was either episode 4 or episode 13.
What do you envision for coming back to the character down the road? Is this something you'd like to see?
Yeah, well, I think time would have passed. So I think from Izzy being in Cody Point for quite a while now, I think she would have kind of calmed down slightly, not completely like lost her edge, but I think like she's kind of one of the group now. And I don't know, I just hope there's more drama, really.
The last thing I'll ask is, what was the hardest part of making the show? Is there something in particular that, makes it more challenging?
Yeah, the horses add a challenge to the show. They're all so great. Like when you think of it, like they're animals and they all have their own personalities, and they're on a set, they have no idea what's going on really, and they've got big screens and lights and cameras all up in their faces. But the group scenes with the horses are really difficult to film. They take so long, and also like so my horse Cash doesn't like Josh's horse, who plays Caleb. He's called Boone. They don't like each other. I don't know what's happened. I don't know what's gone on there. But when we're standing next to each other in a scene, or like Josh is behind on Boone, my horse will just kick Josh's horse. They do it all the time. I don't know what kind of drama that they've had. But that also adds a really difficult element to filming, like trying to stay in character, but our horses are like having a fight, like in the back of shot. So yeah, I think it's definitely doing group scenes with the horses. I think they're the most difficult.
That's hilarious. Well, I am gonna ask you one more thing. What have you been up to now? What's are you working on things? What else is happening for you?
So I've just come out of quarantine. I'm currently in New Zealand. I'm actually at the offices because we're in pre-production for season 2, which is very exciting. So yeah, we're just kind of getting ready to start filming again, which is really exciting.
Thank you very much for the time.
Yeah, thank you. Thanks for talking to me.